Now then, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you something that goes on in free dueling. I know I said in my Let's Play video that I wouldn't be showing the free duels because in the free duels all you're seeing me doing is battling the same people I've battled in the campaign, the same exact way, just so I can get stronger cards so that I'll be able to progress with the campaign. That's why there's no point in showing you those. However, I'm going to make some exceptions for when I have to do something different, something quite special and unique in the free dueling in order to get specific cards. You can almost call these sort of videos like bonus episodes or even tutorial videos for fellow Forbidden Memories players. And today's free duel session is going to be all about the S-Tec rank. There might be a few questions you have with that. What is an S-Tec rank? How do you get that rank? And what's the point? What good does it do you? Well, we're going to get onto that now. Now, as you can see here, these are two duels that I did earlier against Jono. As you can see, both these screens look slightly different as I've got S ranks on both of them. But if you look right where it says winner, one of them says POW and one of them says Tech. I had to battle Jono in two completely different ways in order to get these two ranks. Now this video is going to be about the Tech rank, but I'll quickly talk about the POW rank just so you can understand the difference. A POW rank is what you get when you just batter the crap out of your enemy, which is what I've been doing this whole Let's Play, like twin-headed thunder dragons, all sorts of stuff like that. Basically when you win with power, and depending on how effectively you can overpower your enemy depends on the rank you get. So, as this was Jono and he's pretty easy, I got an S rank. Now a Tech rank, you typically get these by holding off your enemy. You'll naturally get these if you're up against a really hard opponent who forces you to have to use magic cards, trap cards, and like a lot of really strategic defensive play and stuff like that. Getting an S rank, as far as I'm aware, there is only one way to get it, and that is by making your opponent run out of cards. Now what does it matter that you get an S-Tec rank instead of an S-POW rank? Well, the star chips are still the same, so that doesn't matter. But what matters is the cards that you win. By beating your opponent with a POW rank, you typically get a monster card. The higher the rank, typically the better the monster. Now as you can see from Jono here, I won a Buku. Now this card is absolutely useless to me, but Jono's one of the first people you have to fight in the game, so what do you expect? It's not going to be a very powerful card. Tech ranks on the other hand, because you're playing defensively using magic cards and forcing your opponent to exhaust all their cards, by getting a Tech rank, the game rewards you by giving you a magical trap card. Some of the less good ones like the field cards and some certain equips, you can win from power ranks as well, but the easiest way to get them, if that's what you're trying to get, is to get the Tech ranks, especially the S-Tec rank. Now because I was able to S-Tec Jono, the card I won was a Dark Hull. Now I actually was not expecting to get that. Because this is just a demonstration screen, I was actually just expecting to get some shitty ritual magic card like the Yamadron or some other crap like that. But I actually won the Dark Hull. Now I don't really like the Dark Hull at the beginning of the game because there's a 50% chance you either start off with that or Raigeki, and the Raigeki is much better in my opinion. But I definitely will not object to having a Dark Hull alongside a Raigeki, so that is a very good card that I'm happy with from this duel, and that is going straight in my deck, ready for the next Let's Plays. Now grinding S-Tec ranks is quite important because a lot of the magic and trap cards you get in this game either cannot be obtained any other way, or it is extremely unlikely that you'll be able to obtain it any other way. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you a battle against somebody where I'm going to show you how you get an S-Tec rank. Okay, so here we are on the free duel screen. As you can see, I'm only up to Bakura at the moment. I haven't unlocked Pegasus or anyone like that yet, but that's fine because it's only a demonstration. Now the ideal person to S-Tec against is the hardest person that you can beat easily. Typically, the harder the opponent is, the more likely they're going to dish out some good cards. There are some anomalies, such as Rex Raptor, who gives you pretty shit cards. But the person I'm going to pick is My Valentine, because as you can see from the score, I've managed to beat her 32 times and I haven't lost a single time. Okay, so the battle against Mai is about to begin. And I'm going to explain to you the step-by-step process of how to get that all-important magic and trap card by getting an S-Tec rank. In order to get the S-Tec rank, we need to make Mai run out of cards before we do, which isn't as easy as it sounds because it means that I cannot fuse any cards at all in this entire duel. And what we need to get her to do is to fuse once and only once in the whole duel. Now the reason we have to do this is because the game is set up so that if the duel goes on with nobody making any fusions, you will run out of cards before your opponent does. And that means that we lose, and that's not going to help things. Now if she makes a fusion, on her next turn she'll have to draw 2 cards, which means that, she'll run out of cards before we do. Now the reason we only wanted to make 1 fusion is because in order to get the best chance of getting her best magic or trap cards, we need the duel to take the maximum amount of turns possible, but we'll get more onto that later. Now as you can see, if you've been watching my Let's Play, you might notice that my deck is a bit different. What I've done here is I've taken out all the monsters that I only used for fusion material and replaced them with cards with high stats. So Castle of Dark Illusions is in there for some good defense, Rogue Doll for some okay attack. This could have been a better first hand, to be honest. So now in order to encourage Mai to fuse, we need to play this card in face down defense position. Because she doesn't know what the card is, okay, she's playing a magic card. It's not a guarantee that they'll fuse straight away. But if they can't see what card you have, they're more likely to fuse, so that they'll have a better chance of beating whatever you have. I'm not going to fill up the field with too many monsters, so I'm going to put a magic card down. Aha, here we go. Right, we have our fusion. And it's a really shitty fusion as well. Right. He can't win. Okay, so phase 1 complete. We got Mai to make 1 fusion. Now she will run out of cards before we do. Now here for the next phase. We're going to play our best attacking monster and attack. See, she can't beat my Rogue Doll, so she's had to go to defense mode. The next thing that's important in order to maximise the chance of getting the best magic and trap cards with this S-Tec Rank strategy is to fill your deck with as many magic cards as you have. Because the more magic and trap cards that you activate in this duel, it boosts up, I don't know how to describe it, but it basically boosts up the odds. So, I'm going to put this down here for later, just in case she summons something that I can't handle and I need to be able to have a fresh start. Now it is possible to make a fusion, but the only way you can do it is by fusing on top of something that's on the field already, because that way you've only played 1 card from your hand. Now I can relax a little bit. Right, now that I've got this out, I am pretty comfortable with... so I'm just going to relax a little bit now. Okay, so we've got a trap card now. The Goblin Fan is a pretty shitty trap, but there is a chance, because she's going to end up running out of cards eventually, there is a chance she might use something like Sparks to directly attack my life points. So the Goblin Fan will reflect that damage, which will be an activated trap bonus to maximise our chance of getting a good magic and trap card when we get that S-Tec Rank. Okay, got the Dark Hole there. I'll tell you what, I do not want to activate this actually, because it might ruin all my hard work, so I'm going to stick this down in the corner where I don't have to worry about it. I'll only activate that if I absolutely fucking have to. I'm a bit concerned about this card actually. Another thing that's important to point out, we're going to summon all monsters in face-up position, because we don't want Mai to gamble and attack monsters and end up costing her life points. Or there's a possibility she might fuse, she might see, oh, a face-down card. We better fuse to make that. I better fuse something so that I can beat that. Right, I've got the Legendary Sword down here, so I'm going to power up my Celtic Guardian. That'll go as the equip bonus, chance of maximising for that card. Oh, equip. I'm going to attack my Celtic Guardian. It's a pain in the ass. Oh, let's get a field power bonus going. Go for the field points. Make this S-Tec Rank even sweeter. Right, now she'll only ever summon monsters till the end of the duel, because she's not going to play a magic card when I've got 4 monsters out to attack her. Mai isn't going to attempt any fusions now, because I've got so many monsters on the field. It would be unfeasible. It would be unwise for her to expose her card, because especially maybe if she could make the twin in Thunder Dragon, she would. Oh yeah. It would be quite important for me to point out here that there is no guarantee I'll get a good magical trap card or even a magical trap card at all. All you can do by doing this is increase the chances, because you can win a good magic and trap card. I've won Acid Trap Hole before by fighting Kyber like normally. And that is a really good trap card. You can be really lucky and get them, but the chances are so unbelievably low. Like Swords of Revealing Light is, I think it is impossible. Alrighty, now we can get Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon out, and now I am absolutely certain that there is no way anything can go wrong. It's long and tedious, don't get me wrong. If it wasn't for the fact I was talking to you guys, I would be like really bored at the moment. But it's one of those games where if you want to do really well in it, it's just something that you have to do. I'd say this is almost on par as in Final Fantasy VIII, where you have to draw magic off monsters in order to power up. But I don't mind it too much in this, because since I enjoy this game so much, I'm quite happy. Because I'm either on board of like having to do this like tedious shit of S-Teching by making the duel last as long as is humanly possible. I enjoy the real game, so it's a payoff. If I get a really good card out of this, I'm going to add it to my deck, and then I'm going to be really happy. And I enjoy the game. I enjoy the story of the game. It's not a masterpiece or anything, the story, but it's pretty good for a Yu-Gi-Oh story. It's a lot better than a lot of the plot lines they used in the anime. It's reasonably coherent. Gameplay is really good fun. There's a lot of really intense battles you can have in this. I don't know if fusions make a difference. Probably not. Right, I'm going to use Raigeki because that's a pure magic bonus. Ideally, you want to be doing this against Pegasus. Pegasus gives you the best cards that you can expect to get in this game. However, because it's Pegasus, winning those cards is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Now, as stands in this game, I've only just beaten Bakura and I can't beat Pegasus at the moment. So just being able to beat Pegasus will be hard enough for me at the moment. The fact that I'd be expected to battle him through the whole game, allowing him to make a fusion, and the fact that he can see my cards, and bear in mind he has Raigekis, Dragon Capture Jars, Harpy's Feather Dusters, and all sorts of other shit that is really annoying to deal with. Winning against Pegasus S-Tec Rank style, even when you've gotten really far in this game and you have good cards, is still a ridiculous feat. He also rarely fuses, he only has 2 fusions he can make, so good luck trying to get him to do it. But, if you do manage to beat him this way, there is a good chance, well not a good chance, I'm not even sure what the odds are, but there's a chance you'll get Bright Castle and Megamorph. And those are the best 2 equips because they equip with everything. And the Megamorph doesn't increase by 500 like all the other ones, it increases by 1,000. 1,000 points to any monster you want. That is an amazing magic and trap card that I will probably try and get in this Let's Play. And also, he might give you Metamorph and Bright Castle, but I believe he has a very high output for a lot of other stuff, like Harpy's Feather Dusters, Raigekis, and all sorts of other cool stuff like that. So Pegasus is the man to fight in this, but he is just, oh shit. Why didn't I should have made Black Dragon Jungle King. Well, this will be a good time to test out the invisible wire. By having a weak monster on the field, I'll be able to get the trap bonus that I've been after for so long. Yeah. Okay, so I've used one of every type of card except Ritual, but Ritual counts as pure, so that's okay. So there should be no excuse for a good card. No fucking excuse. If you want to get the good magic cards that'll help you get far in this game, it's something that you have to do. I know that I'm definitely going to have Swords of Revealing Light before I get to the end of this game. Because if you do not have that card, it is very, very difficult. All the cards should be absolutely pathetic now. Yeah, look at that, that's like Villager Free standards, that one. Okay, that was it, the last turn. Invisible wire! I've already got one of them. We've done it. We've got a trap card with the S-Tec. I've achieved the goal. We both used 40 cards, that's how many we each drew. 35 turns were taken, we got the maximum turns, I don't think the life points make any difference. 19 combo plays, 27 face down plays, I got 7 fusions out, 1 equip, 4 field changes, 5 pure magic and 1 trigger trap. Right, S-Tec Rank tutorial over. I'm not quite happy with that card though, mainly because I already have one. But that's the way it goes sometimes. So, if you've ever wondered how you get magic and trap cards in this game, that's how you do it. It's a long process, but if you want the really good cards, that's how you do it. I'm gonna have to do it again now, fuck it, I want a better card than that.